Hi there, we're going to add some additional leaves to this fall picture using the Falling Leaves Overlay and Action Collection. The overlays are pictures of real leaves, and they are in a folder in the product zip file that you downloaded, and we're going to use the actions to help us access those and put them on the picture. So what you do we're using Elements 12. And so everything I'm doing right now can be done in elements 6 through 13. Elements 11, 12, and 13 will probably use the action panel to do this. Elements 6 through 10 can only use the photo effects panel, which I'll show at the end of this. So I'm going to use the action panel and you install it. There are instructions on how to install actions in your product download folder. And I'm going to go to Place Leaves action. Okay, Place Leaves, and I'm going to hit play. And then my Mac Finder will open up, or if you're on a PC, your Windows Explorer will open up. And I'm going to come in here and click and just grab a couple of leaves, well, one leaf at a time. You can only do one leaf at a time. So we can place it. The little boxes on the corners or the box here in the middle, you can, if you want to resize it and stay the same, you can do that so the ratio stays the same. Or if you want to kind of smush it up a little bit, you can grab the box on the side or the top, which will kind of alter it a little bit, but it might be better for your image. So feel free to smush and turn and tweak it however it seems best for your picture. All right, so I've got it there. I could do it again. Go through and place and pick up leaves. Now, don't be alarmed. Mine, there are many leaf overlays in the folder. I just only have a few on here because my MacBook Air has limited space, and so I just picked a few. I usually edit on my PC. Here, I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit. Here we go. All right. So I have it, and you'll just do what you feel is best for your picture. Maybe something like that. Okay, so we have the leaves added, and we can see, so there's before, there's after, and you can add even more. So I just added a few. Then you can go through, and you can, if you see some you really like, we can duplicate them. Oops. You have to be on the layer you want to duplicate, so I want to duplicate that one. I've got it, so now I have two of those. I might stick another one over here. Who knows where it should go. We can merge them. We can rotate. So if you want to quickly be able to rotate and move and manipulate a leaf, and you're not sure what tool to use, then you can just click on Move, Rotate, and Resize. You do want to be on the layer, on a leaf layer. Then you can blur it, add a shadow, add an inner glow. So play with each of those actions. They're in the guide that is in your download folder. It will show you, kind of talk about what each action does. So be sure to look over that. I can't go into all of them, but I wanted to show you how you can kind of blur the leaves to help them blend in a little bit and not look so much like they've been cut and pasted onto the picture. So I'm on a leaf layer. Okay, I'm on the leaf layer. The layer the active layer is blue in Elements 11 through 13. All right, and then the 6 through 10, it's a very gray interface, and so it'll be just a darker or lighter version for you. Okay, so now I'm going to simplify that, and it'll allow me to blur it, and I can blur it a lot. So we're looking at that leaf right there. So I've blurred it right out of existence with that. That's too much. So we can bring it back down, and we can make it real slight, or we can make it a little bit more. Just depends on what we want. There's a slight blur, a medium blur, and a serious blur. So that will help you kind of blend those leaves into your picture. There are also actions for desaturating colors, adding some different special colors if you want to kind of change the tones of your image. Something like claret will do it. So there's some creative actions in there. There's some workflow actions, softening, vignettes, overall lightness, darkness, ungrouping layers, deleting hidden layers, before and after, flattening. So when you're done with everything, you'd flatten okay? And then you'd save your image as a new file, not overwriting your original. But that is a little bit of a preview of the falling leaves action set for elements 11 through 12, okay? Elements 6 through 10 users, hang on, it's going to be very brief. You can do all the same things as we just did, but via the photo effects panel. So you'd install your actions, and then they're going to be in the drop-down menu, falling leaves, and we can go back to, actually, let's just come in here. Okay, so we have our layer still, and we're going to come to this. So we can still do the place leaves. We just double click on them, and everything else is exactly the same. So the only thing that's different is that these are thumbnails, where the actions here are individuals, but you'll use them the exact same